Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Enterprise, Season 4, Episode 17, Bound. Wow, like rough episode. Like Season 4's actually been pretty good. Like I've actually been enjoying some of these 3-parters, 2-parters, whatever. And then we get to this episode and it's like, what happened? So they mention the Gorn, which is pretty cool because, I mean, we haven't seen it since its only episode in the original series. We see Orion the slave women, and we also see like the Orion men, which is something we don't see very often. So that's kind of cool. And then so the Orion Syndicate guy, whatever, gives 3 of the slave women to Archer as a gift. And from there, the whole episode just becomes like this Sirens episode where they keep like getting all of the men of Enterprise like under their spell. And it's like, okay, I get it. They're like hot and green and they don't really wear clothes. What's the point of this episode? Like, it's so bad. And then slowly you realize, like, Trip and T'Pol are the only ones that are magically unaffected. And slowly you realize that they're actually trying to take the ship over. And then finally, when the Orion male comes back, for one, he uses a grappler. Like, he doesn't use a tractor beam. He actually has, like, a grappler like Enterprise does. And it's like, oh, that's weird. That's kind of odd. But whatever. And, like, he admits it. He's like, men aren't the slaves of this race like the women are. They're the ones who get what they want because they seduce all of us. And it's like, seriously? Like, that's the point of this episode, is that the women are the ones in control? Like, I don't know. Like, I was not under the spell of the Orion slave girls. Like, I thought it was so slow and it was so boring, and I was not buying the whole thing. And then, of course, like, Trip is only immune because T'Pol is immune, and because of her Vulcan physiology, who cares? And like, the whole ending scene where, like, he makes her say that she wants him back, and then they kiss, and he's like, yeah, I put in a transfer 3 days ago. And she's like, what? So, like, the whole thing, it was a hot mess, was not digging it. So, for those who have seen it, what do you guys think about seeing the Orion males? I mean, it took us, like, 40 years to finally see them. What do you guys think about seeing the Orion slave girls again? I mean, that goes all the way back to the first episode, The Cage. Go ahead, let me know what you guys think about that species, the whole Siren subplot, and T'Pol and Trip. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for the 2-parter In a Mirror Darkly.